Hey there folks, it's Nate, and I'm here with hopefully a informative video for you guys. So as you may have seen me hinting on social media, I recently got myself a set of Allterrain Concepts LED headlights. But first I have something else to replace that I've replaced entirely too many times on this Jeep. Wheel bearings. I have two. I have one wheel bearing that is really bad and it's got me concerned. I'm going to get that one done today, then I'm going to get the lights in, and the other wheel bearing I'll put on the other side at my convenience. I only have so much time to work today. For the headlights, I was hoping to take you out on a drive at night with these headlights and then give you a comparative one with the LED lights, but as you can tell, it's daytime. And as I mentioned, I only have so much time to get this done. So, sorry, no comparison. At the end of the day, the bottom line is I'm going to have headlights done today, hopefully, and a wheel bearing. Let me get started on the wheel bearing. And so there we go. One wheel bearing freshly installed. Now, let's get on to some lights, huh? So the install should be relatively simple. In fact, there's no install instructions that come with it, which I assume means I simply take out the old light and put in the new ones. Ain't they pretty? So full disclosure, because I don't want to make you guys feel like I'm lying to you, I got accepted into the ambassador program for Allterrain Concepts lighting. So I got a discount when I purchased these lights. Being completely honest, it's why I bought these lights. Because honestly, LED lights are really freaking expensive, and the one that I can get a discount on are the ones I'm going to buy. What I'm not going to try to do is talk these up without understanding or without testing them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these installed. I'm going to try to show you guys the difference between at least my standard headlights and these LED lights. I don't have an unlimited budget to go do some kind of LED light shootout, but to be honest, if these are better than stock, I'll be happy. Because I had an incident, well, I shouldn't call it an incident, I had a bad time coming home from the Jeep Jamboree back in April, because there was a terrible downpour, and I could not see worth a damn, so I started looking for headlights. And my search ended up coming across the ambassador program for Allterrain Concepts, and here we are. So we're going to try these out, and hopefully they are all they're cracked up to be. They claim they are great lights. They are DOT and SAE approved, so I should be able to run them without a problem here in PA. And yeah, if they work out well, we may get some for the JK as well. I might even get some pods to put down here to improve my lighting when driving or on the trail. So let me clean up the shop a bit, and then I'll get to work on taking out one of these stock lights and we'll try to get a comparison going. So, hang in there. Alright, so let's open these things up, see what's in the package. Got your usual LED headlight. It's got the, I think that's the stock TJ wiring harness. It also has these two little extras, which I believe are for running lights. So I may have to look into that later, because there's no instructions included. Unless I'm missing them. I'm going to look through the package a little better. So, see they're labeled on the side, ATC. Guess that means this way goes up. No, maybe not, because there's the writing on the lens. I don't know if it matters much. Guess they go either way. So I'm going to try to get these mounted, and we will see if we run into any weird problems as we're mounting them. Yeah. It does look like these could be mounted in some other way. If you look at these threaded holes on the side. Also not sure what those are all about there. So yeah, we're going to try to get these mounted. We'll mount one and then we'll compare. We'll see how they look. They also come with this little pigtail, which I believe is to adapt for the JK. There's the other one. Same deal. Same light. Same pigtail. And yeah, no instructions to speak of. So I assume this means, because I did check their website for instructions, and there aren't any. So it makes me feel like these just get mounted like any other headlight, which is take off the... Here, let me move you so you can see what I'm talking about. Replacing the headlight on the TJ is pretty simple. Take off this bezel. There's another ring that goes around the outside of the headlight. Take that off, and then this comes out. Once it comes out, we should be able to unplug this light, plug in the new one, put it all back in, off we go. So let's do that. These bezels are held in with Torx. They're tiny. See if I can find the right one. Hey, first try. Looks like a T15. Suppose if you wanted to do this really quickly, you could use like a electric screwdriver or a drill. I'm not in that much of a hurry. I'd rather not lose these things or strip them or something. This should pop right out of here. Come on, you. There. There we go. I want to break my bezel. Now, maybe you can, maybe you can't see, but there are 3 around the outer edge of this chrome bezel around the light. Same size, T15. Oh, looks like there's 4 of them. Here's one here. Four. Yeah. One of the tabs must have broken off over the years. This guy here. That's what fell. Oh well. Okay, so old light comes out. Not a lot of pigtail in here to help me out. But yep, there you go. 3. Ooh. Little corroded, huh? Pretty. going to clean all this up a bit and I'll be right back. Okay, so here it is, gone. This plug could use a bit of cleaning, but I don't have an easy way to clean it well, so we're going to go with, I cleaned it up a bit, but it ain't perfect. So we're going to mount this way with the pigtail at the bottom. I don't know if that's correct or not. There's no right or wrong way as far as I can tell. They just sort of go in. So this gets plugged in here, as you would expect. Now, it's up to you. You could like zip tie that or tape it or something. Let's take this off of here. Pretty. And we're going to mount it right in here. It seems to fit fine so far. There we go, just like that. Now the thing I don't know is if the stock ring is going to go right on there or not. So I'm going to go figure that out, and then I'll be back. Okay, so you probably can't see very well, but I've managed to get 2 of my mounting points attached, and the third is just about where it needs to be. Like I said, one of them fell off on me, so can't do much about that. Without losing the screw. Okay, that one looks like it'll line up. There we go. Okay, so like I said before, one of my tabs fell off when I was taking it off. Looked like the ring was just defective. One of the little spot welds that hold these tabs on had failed over the years. So that one's gone. I'm not too worried about it because I still have 3 out of 4. Wasn't it Meatloaf said that? 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Now my whole light is shifted. Hang on. Kind of want it upright, you know? It looks upright to me. There we go. That looks straight. Well, that's a problem. That's definitely a problem. If you don't have one of these in your shop, they're invaluable. But they stick to everything because everything is metal. Got my clip too. Now, I don't want to over tighten these because I might have the same problem where the clip breaks off, right? It's a little too tight. Okay. Not going anywhere. Seems good. Cool. Theoretically, if I turn the lights on now, you'll see light. I think we see light. So I'm going to move you back a bit in my train wreck of a shop to where you should be able to see both lights. Now you can kind of see them. I'm going to switch between high and low. Not bad. You feel a little bit of heat coming off of those. Not much. Yeah, those are the high beam. Okay. You see the little markers here, top and bottom. You see how dim this looks comparatively. Yeah. Okay, so now we're sitting in the driver's seat of the Jeep. I have all the shop lights turned off. It's dark enough, I think. We're still a little bit of natural light coming in through the windows. But what I'm going to do is turn on the lights, and we'll see what they look like. So that's low beam. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but the passenger side is the LED light, and the driver's side, of course, is the stock light. So that's low beam. That's high beam. Probably should have done this with the plain old lights in to begin with. That looks pretty bright to me. The question is going to be how it feels on the road. So what I'm going to do is swap the other light, and then we will look at it with both lights in. So here we are sitting in the Jeep again. Got both headlights installed now. Here we go, low beams. I mean, I don't have anything I can measure lumens with or whatever, but that's pretty bright. High beams. That's kind of insanely bright. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have to get these things aligned or whatever. Probably. Maybe that'll be another video. I've never aligned headlights before. Yeah. I mean, I'm at the moment calling this a success. We'll see how they work when I'm out on the road. But in my garage, these things are freaking bright. All right, folks, so there you go. Some Allterrain Concepts Vader LED headlights installed in a 2005 Jeep LJ. Like I said, I haven't had these things out on the road yet, but hopefully I'll get some night driving in the next day or so, and I'll add that to the end of this video. Maybe I'll cut to it right now. All right, folks, so here I am on my first night driving excursion. It's actually very early morning, not night. It's about 6 a.m. Have somewhere to be for work this morning. Figured it'd be a good time to get this recording done. So this is what these lights look like in the dark. So far, first thing I've noticed is they light up reflective surfaces really well, as you can tell from the signs and the construction cones. I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to use the high beams because there's enough traffic, but we'll see. There's the high beams. Pretty bright. I like the pattern these things display in. So far, anyway. I feel like I can see a little better than I did with the incandescent, you know, the stock bulbs. I guess only time will tell how well I like them, but for the moment I'm impressed. I like how they look. We'll see how they go. We'll see how long these things last, make sure they don't... I've heard of some people that get LED replacements like this, and they have problems where the lights start to flicker, or it seems like there's, you know, connection problems within them from all the vibration of driving a Jeep. So we'll see how long these last, see if I start to have any trouble keeping them lit or anything. Because LED bulbs should, you know, in theory last practically forever. Now, ATC doesn't claim that. I don't know what the lifetime is that they claim on these things, but I mean, an LED bulb doesn't have a filament to burn out. The only thing that could go wrong is if connections come loose, or if you know, the housing gets damaged or whatever. But they shouldn't burn out like standard lights do. So, all right, I guess we'll get back to the ending of the video. So thanks for tuning in. Okay, welcome back. So yeah, here we go. Vader LED headlights. I had someone tell me that they thought that the ATC Vader headlights looked just like some off-road lights they had seen. And they read some reviews somewhere that those two mounting holes that were on the side were proof positive that these things were just off-road lights that had been stuffed into a form factor that would fit in the grill, right? Because you'd expect like a bracket would go around the outside of an off-road light. I have to say that with how well these fit in my grill, with how well they fit in the mounting spot for the stock headlight, and in fact, they almost sort of notch into place. Now, I didn't pull the light back out to figure out why that is, but they really did. They mount upright, and they sort of fit there to the point where they almost stay there on their own while you're mounting the bezel around the outside of the light. So you see how they're pretty well vertical, right? Sorry, you see how they're pretty well vertical? That's because they snap into place when I was making them, or when I was mounting them. So the fact that they fit so well makes me think that the idea that they are retrofitted into my grill a little silly. Now, again, I don't know. We will see how well these things do. So if you see me on the trails, go ahead, ask me about my ATC Allterrain Concepts LED headlights, and I'll tell you everything I can about them. All right, so thanks for watching today. Remember, if you like the video, you should like the video, and you should subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this sort of work. I'm going to give you a longer term review on these headlights when I get the chance, so be sure to hit that bell and you'll get some notifications when that goes live. Hopefully I'll get this thing edited and put out quickly so you guys can see the work I've done here. Remember that I've got a Teespring shop, and proceeds from that help benefit the channel. They help me get better gear. I just recently bought this cool GoPro 7 that I'm recording on right now, which has enabled some really fun shots that I could get from inside the Jeep. I can stream live. You might have seen me doing that while I was at the Jeep Jamboree this past August. That was fun. Used up a lot of data, but whatever. You know, streaming 1080p, 720p maybe, I don't remember. Once I get to 1,000 YouTube subscribers, which is 48 subscribers away, by the way, I'll be able to stream live to YouTube instead of Facebook like I did that day. So please, subscribe. The more subscribers I get, once I get to 1,000, I'll be able to start raking in all that YouTube money, which, by the way, equates to like several dollars a month. At any rate, remember you can support me on Patreon or the Teespring shop if you want to get gear like this shirt that I'm wearing right now. It's pretty awesome. I've also got some funny off-roading sayings and whatnot sprawled across t-shirts, so check those out. And I think that's it. I'm going to stop rambling. You guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.